his whole life. He signed a deal with Def Jam. He was one of the youngest artists
Tuh.
that signed a deal with Def
Tuh.
Jam. He comes out of the Chris Brown era. He comes out of the Rihanna era. Who else was it when you was in there?
Justin Bieber.
No, I think Justin
It was
Bieber came
Justin
after
Bieber.
him.
No,
Was
that was
Bieber in it?
that was the era. Justin Bieber.
Join the
Baby.
live, cuz. Join the live.
That was
Let
the
me put.
era.
Let me guess. Let me put cuz on here. Tell your story, cuz.
I
Check
like
in.
them light
But
skinned.
listen, thank you, niece. Listen, so my cousin, he go by the name Only Hope. And I ain't doing no.
Yo, Cuzzo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I
I
can't see
gotta,
you.
I gotta get my followers up so I can get my face on there.
Oh, that's all right. Shit, you'll get them up right now. Make
Let me
sure
go.
y'all
Let
go
me go plug
follow
my phone up real
Only
quick.
Hope, man. That's cuz. So tell them about yourself. I would just let them know. He would just do this if y'all think I'm bluffing. Y'all could go look him up as Mike Little, Miclittle, Mike Little, Def Jam
Already.
artist. He signed with Jay-Z and them. When how old was you, cuz, when you signed?
Well, shoot, man, I think I was 10. I want to say I was 10.
Hell no, you was 10.
I want to say I was 10. Yep.
I ain't know that, cuz. I thought you was like 13.
Current said he couldn't go
Nah,
to the
nah, nah.
bar.
I shot put it in the letter at 13, I think.
Dang, that's lit. So who signed you exactly, yo? Was you signed? Did you get
So
signed to Neo, or was it like you got signed to Jay Z?
so it was Jay-Z and LA Reid.
Tuh.
When I went out there, I had performed in front of LA Reid. Um
What year is
and
this?
Jay-Z wasn't supposed to be
Hold up.
there.
Hold on,
This
hold
was
up, cuz.
this
Get the likes up for me. I'm giving y'all an exclusive interview right now.
I'm
Yeah, let's
I didn't
go.
even think that I
Let's
could
go.
have
Let's get
y'all.
it.
Get the likes up, man, for me right now. We got the only hope in here, aka Mike Little, Def Jam, formerly known artist, man. Let's talk about it. Get the likes up for me, y'all. I got a free interview
I'm
for
I,
y'all, man. But go
I
ahead,
started screen recording it too, so I could post it too on
my man.
my IG.
My man, talk to him, cuz. Tell me about this LA Reid deal.
Yeah, so LA Reid, he was at Def Jam at the headquarters out in New York, and and Jay wasn't supposed to be there. I wanted to see Jay, but he wasn't supposed to be there. So I get in there, I perform for LA Reid. He asked me what my favorite song was.
Yeah,
At the time, my favorite song was Boys the Men, Mama. You know that
yeah.
mama, you know. So I was it was crazy. He said I was just playing this song before you walked in.
Man,
And he
how
started playing.
Jay-Z said that?
This is what LA Reid
Oh,
said.
LL Reid
And
said that.
so
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm performing. I jumped on the man table and everything, man, on his
Hell no.
desk.
So you was doing that
Yeah,
before what's his name? Bobby Schmurder.
yeah, yeah.
Little
Yeah.
black youngster,
Black
little black
youngster, yeah,
youngster.
and
You know what I
Bobby
mean?
Schmurder. Yeah.
But I did that, man, and I'm walking down the hall. They was getting me like everybody albums before they came out. I think Rihanna first album. Who else? I think I was signed on the same label as Bon Jovi. Think they was there. Neo out his first album.
What was the
It
name of
was a
the
few
what
people.
label was that? Def Jam?
Yeah, this Def Jam.
Oh,
And
all
I'm
right.
they walking me down the hall to get everybody's projects before they drop. And then what happened was I as I'm walking, I end up bumping into this dude and I dropped all of my CDs and I'm picking my CDs up, I look up and I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I know I ain't bugging.
They was your
And I looked
CDs?
up. Yeah, it was everybody. I dropped everybody's stuff, but lo and behold, man, it was Jay-Z I bumped into. He
Yeah.
wasn't even supposed to be there.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
And Jay, I performed in front of him. And then he told me, he told them, he said, man, we signing them. And we put it on hold because we had a few other labels to go check out. And
That was at 11?
that was I think it was 10. I was about
Dang.
10. Yep.
And
And
then what happened? It's getting good.
later that night,
I never
man.
really always got like you touched on it. Make sure y'all
Yeah,
go right now, y'all Google Mike Little, y'all. Miclittle, Mike Little. That's
that's
cuz
right.
that's who y'all talking to right now. He goes by the name of the Only Hope, man. He's still doing his thing. He producing and he making his own music right now. He on a
You
grown man
already.
level. Make sure y'all follow cuz. Do that for me, y'all.
But yeah, we had to go to a few other labels, man, and Yeah, I went to these other labels and shoot, before we could get comfortable to try to go to sleep. That was it, man. They offered me a $1 million deal.
Dang. Then
Yeah,
what
and we caught. Look at my cousin. What's up, Brian, man?
What's up, gang? What's up, yo?
Live
Yeah.
from Vegas, boy.
What's going on?
Already.
Yeah, my boy.
Yo, how you link up with your manager? Cause he played like a big part. What was his name again?
Which one?
The one that Miles
You talking
behavior?
about Beyonce father, Matthew Knowles? Yeah.
No, no, no. You said the dude that was your manager.
Which one?
You
Because
said
he was managing me.
Miles behavior or something. Miles.
He was my producer.
Oh, he was the
He talking
producer.
about Walter Millsap.
Was it yeah, Walter Millsap? That was your
Yeah.
producer.
Yep.
Yeah. When you
He
start working
probably
with him, because it seemed like y'all had a close relationship. When I used to talk to you, it was like that was
yeah.
somebody you used to talk about a lot. Was he signed to
Yeah.
Jay-Z and them too, or he was
Now
just?
Walt had his own thing going on, and he was already writing and producing for a lot of cats. You know what I mean? And like he basically he kind of had his foot in the door already. My father had showed him some stuff on keys, in church when Walt was little. And shoot, by that time Walt grew up, he was already, had his foot in the door. I ended up singing and he heard me at a church and he wanted to get me in the studio. Now Justin Bieber, right? Because Cuzzo said she mentioned Justin Bieber a while ago, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of people don't know this, but I knew about Justin Bieber probably before he knew about himself. If I didn't had I signed with Usher and them in that camp, Justin Bieber probably wouldn't have been. Probably
Dang.
wouldn't have been Justin Bieber. Yep.
So
They gave
when
me
you
the
say
option.
signed with Usher, he was different than Jay-Z.
So basically, Usher was working with Justin was a friend of the family. They said, yo, we got this they said we got this white boy. We gonna call it how it is. They said we got this white boy. He very talented, friend of the family. You know what I'm saying? They was telling me about him, and they said he
How
could
old was
sing.
that?
Oh, same age, about 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. They said he could sing his behind off. Um, and I probably shouldn't say this, but we're gonna keep it a band. They told me he couldn't sing as good as me. Um,
I
you know,
believe that.
you just gotta
I
but
believe that.
they told me that, and I said I'm a kid. I ain't really thinking too much of it. I'm thanking them or whatever the case is. We was in, I
Yeah.
think, Beverly Hills or somewhere. We was meeting with them, and what ended up happening is they told me to go on and make my decision. I sat down with Jermaine Dupri's father, Michael Molden.
Yeah.
At that time, he had the Scream tour going on, so I would have been with them, and I ended up mom, your aunt. She went to this event that Matthew Knowles, Beyonce father, had put on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, it was one of them situations like how you taught me the terminology of a verbal agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You taught me that when I was young. It was kind of like that. Her showing up to the event kind of made it look like, all right. Oh, what's up, cuzzo? I see cuz down there saying, hey, fam.
Yeah. Look
But
up in there.
but it was like, it was one of them situations like, I mean, her going to the event, it kind of sealed the deal to where now I had to like sign with Matthew, and I signed with Matthew. We ended up signing with Def Jam. And I remember when I got with Def Jam, they told me I was getting in bed with the devil. I never forget it.
Who told you that?
Yep.
Thanks for the like, Nez. Thanks for the like. Thanks for
Um,
everybody tapping in, man.
what?
Share it live. We got an exclusive interview. We got former Def Jam artist Mike Little on the line right now. He go by the name of The Only Hope. Tap in right now. Get the likes up for him, man. Share the live. He giving y'all a free exclusive interview about his time with Def Jam. Go ahead, cuz.
Yes, sir. And so, yeah, man. Basically, yeah, they told me that. We signed that, and at the time, I don't know if you remember when Jay-Z he had dropped that song. It was called Lost One. He had dropped a song called Lost One, and he was basically talking about Beyonce and their relationship, and you know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
what ended up happening is I kind of got caught in between the two relationships because I got her father managing me, you know what I'm saying? And he's at odds with Jay. And Jay,
Oh.
you know, I'm signed to him. You know, it was a lot going on. So, you know, then on top of that, my voice changed. Same thing that happened to Usher.
The Usher.
Yep.
Boy, that's crazy. Did they
Yeah.
mention that to you?
Yeah. Yeah. They told me because my cousin on my father's side, um,
Wait a minute,
my
wait a minute.
cousin.
Tell them who your family is. Tell them who some of your family members is.
Okay. So on my father's side, we got Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band. Those are my big cousins.
Legendary Charlie Wilson.
We got Daryl Coley, a gospel singer. Um, who else, man?
What about that group you used to say Next? Butter
Oh,
Love.
Next Tilo from Next.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Tilo from the group
I
Next.
was like, yeah, I remember that
That's
song. I
family.
was like, yeah.
Shoot, who? Man, I just found out. Michael Jackson was an in-law to me, man.
For real?
Yeah, I just found that out, man. Michael
That's
Jackson was
crazy.
an in-law. Yep.
Man, that's crazy. Boy, you definitely talented. Yeah, so let's get back where you was at with it, cuz.
I think we was talking about the yeah.
The
So Usher,
voice change. The
my cousin
voice
on my
change.
father's side, she wrote and sung for like Mobb Deep. She trained Usher when Usher was little. You know, when she told me some things, you know, they used to call her the queen of the New Jack Swing. Her name is Crystal Johnson. You know, shout out to my big cousin, man. She but she had trained Usher when Usher was little. You know, she was working with him. She actually got a song on, I think that might be his first album. But yeah, same thing happened. You know, voice changed. You know what I'm saying? And only difference is I acted more so out of pride. You know, I acted
Yeah.
more so out of pride. I had an opportunity to go further in it, and I cut it loose. I was on the phone call with
They on
Jimmy
the thanks for
Iovine.
the light.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine called me, and from Interscope,
And
and
back then, Jimmy Iovine was signing a lot of people. Y'all don't know who Jimmy Iovine is. He signed Chief Keef too, right?
I didn't know that. You just
Yeah,
taught
he
me something
signed.
with that shit.
Yeah, he signed Chief Keef. Who else he was signing around that time? Cause he was signing. His name was banging. He was signing a lot of artists too.
Yeah, well, shoot, you just taught me something, man.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Jimmy, he called me, man, and he told me, he said, man, he said, I love to meet with you, man, possibly sign you. He was telling me, you know, that oh, Cuzzo said, what that mean when you see, yeah, so when your voice change, shoot, man.
You
Basically
adult.
puberty.
Yup, puberty.
Yep. Yep. You
Puberty.
hit that adult stage. And I cried because I couldn't sing no more, man. It was it was crazy. At 14, it was bad for me. It was bad. I never thought I'd be where I'm at today, even, you know, producing for a lot of major artists, writing and
Yep.
producing for them. But
Well,
yeah,
you know the good thing with that, cuz,
talk to me.
because boy, they would have tried to send you to that puffy flavor camp, man. You would have turned out
Man,
like Usher. It's a
it's
good.
it,
I'm so glad. I think about. Let me listen. We was my cuz, yo. You was doing it big, right?
yeah,
And I wanted to get in that industry so bad and everything.
yeah,
Now that I'm like doing this blogging and all this stuff and doing my research, cuz I'm so fucking happy, yo. I can't believe, yo. I'm happy as shit you ain't make it, yo.
yeah, yeah,
And like,
yeah,
you know, because when we growing up, all we know is the money. We thinking, oh, we gonna
yeah,
be rich. No, yo, that shit is satanic, bro. I
yeah,
did not know how nasty the music industry is, and
yeah,
now this they shutting it down. Like you can see, they locking everybody. They don't need nobody. AI's coming in. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying. AI can do everything. He gonna make the songs, all that. You know what I'm saying.
yeah.
So how was it like meeting Neo? Y'all go check the video out. Is Mike Little when he was young? You know what I'm saying, and you know the goddamn proceeds should be going to you. You know what I'm saying, but shit,
Yeah,
check him
yeah.
out and go follow him. He got the video with Neo.
Change it good.
Put it in the letter. It's Mike Little, MICLITTLE. Go check out Mike in his video with Neo. How was it working with Neo, cuz?
Man, so I'm I never forget this, man. I was I was in middle school. I was homeschooled from the middle of 6th grade up until ninth. No,
What?
up until ninth. 10th grade I went to school. You know, that's when I was, in the city. So
Yeah.
what happened was I had to get homeschooled because my career is taking off, but I'm still a little nigga in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm who I am. I'm
Yeah.
fighting every single day. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting in trouble. But I was living in Inglewood, California. Um,
Inglewood.
but I'm going to school in Culver City. You know,
That's where
and
Blue Da Vinci from.
you said that's where who from?
Blue Da Vinci.
Oh, he from Culver City?
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know that, man. That's
Yup.
crazy.
Blue,
I'm gonna have
blue.
to look that up. I might even know him and don't even know I know him.
Yup. Y'all about the same age. Well,
Yeah, I
he
probably do
older.
know him.
Blue older than you. Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
tell me about this Neo.
yeah, man. So I'm getting in trouble at school, man. And by this time I done got into so many fights, man. Every time every time moms come around, they trying to tell on me, Michael done beat me up, he done did this, he done did that, and they trying to tell on me, man. So I'm like, when I get to this school, I don't want to get in no trouble. I want to try to keep my name clean and stay out of stuff. And sure enough, man, I get to this school. I knew somebody was gonna try me, so I gotta prove myself, little by little until it started getting serious. And it was this one dude, man, and I knew what I could do to him. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I'm outnumbered because I'm going to their school now. You know what I'm saying?
Is
I'm like, all right.
that like a crip?
Um,
He's
yeah,
in
I think,
Inglewood.
yeah, when you tell people you from Inglewood, they automatically try to associate you with the Bloods. I never
Now
banged, thank
niggas is
God for that.
mine.
I never got involved with the gang banging.
Yeah.
Everybody from the territory, we from the territory, but that was never my thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but Culver City, I believe, is a more it's for sure a more predominantly Crip area. And I'm
Yeah.
going to this school, man, and what ended up happening is I'm outnumbered at this school. They already looking at me funny. I'm the new kid. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple shorties looking at me. You know what I'm saying? That they probably like, so they feeling some type of way. And what ended up happening, man, is I got into it with this dude. I let that slide, got into it with him again, and it got bad. It got bad to where, you know, it just got serious, man. And before it got too out of hand, mom had to make some calls. My father, you know what I'm saying, and Walt was like, man, you like basically you wilding. You wilding, man. You got too much on the line right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pull you out of school. And he picked me up. And I'm like, where we going? You know what I'm saying? He said,
Hold up, Pooh.
you
You
got
remember? Is it a school called Morningside still out there in Inglewood?
they was talking about shutting Morningside down, but yeah,
High
Morningside,
school.
I think is still around in Inglewood. Yep.
Damn. What about
Yeah.
Kelso Elementary?
I'm not sure about Kelso. Kelso probably around too.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to live on the West Coast too.
Yeah, you already.
Uh-huh.
Grandma, shout out to G Ma.
Shout out to grandma.
But yeah, man, shoot. He said he was taking me to a session, and he said his name is Neo. And I'm like, who is Neo? And he was like, you'll
And
know
he
when
was
you see him.
young.
Yeah, I didn't know who Neo was. I'm like, who is he?
Yeah.
I get in there, man, and I see him. Neo's one of the funniest
What's
dudes
up,
ever,
King
bro.
baby?
Yeah.
Go ahead, yo. Well, I'm listening.
Yeah, Neo's one of the funniest dudes ever, man. He be doing like the voice animated voices and all that type of stuff. And he showed me how to control the microphone stand. He told me that he said he learned that from Prince. So he
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
working.
So he'd kick the mic
Yeah,
stand
that's
out and
his
then bring it back
move
to him with his
too.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I'm in there, we clowning around, man. Rihanna had texted at the time. Rihanna was a good friend of mine.
yeah.
But yeah, she had text and I said what's up to Ree, man. And yeah, man, shoot.
Was you signed before them?
No, Rihanna was signed a little bit before me,
Yeah.
but but I knew her before she blew up. I'm gonna tell you this. I knew when she had dropped that song called Unfaithful. When
Yeah.
I heard that, I said she'd never be the same again. That's when I knew that
Oh,
she was changing. Yep. But Rihanna was a good friend. She called the house a few times for me, man. Yeah, man.
what about Chris Brown?
Chris Brown, you know, we had our me and Chris Brown, how can I put it? How can I put it, man? Me and Chris came out around the same time. Um,
Was
he
you
came.
signed first?
Uh, I think Chris had got signed a little bit before me. A
Yeah.
little bit before me. I think I've been doing it longer than Chris though. I've been
Yeah.
doing it longer, but he got signed a little bit before me. And then he could dance. He's a little older and he could dance. You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't really compete in that area. I could out sing him, but I couldn't out dance him. That's for
I
sure.
see you had a couple steps on that video though. They
Hey
tried.
man, I was trying. I was trying. But yeah, man. Um, Neo, the video shoot, man, that was beautiful, man. We shot that in the hood. Somebody actually banged on Neo, man. Neo had to get up out of there.
Man, you lying.
Man, I promise, I promise you,
That
man.
day y'all shot that video?
Yeah, Neo had to get up out of there, man. Thank God my cousins knew that you know, they was from around the way, so they knew. You know, so they went on and, you know, dealt with the situation. When Neo
Listen,
took off, man.
just hold up, cuz. Listen, this is former Def Jam artist Mike Little. He giving y'all exclusive detail right now, y'all. He letting y'all know stuff that y'all ain't gonna get nowhere else from the horse's mouth. He been there, he seen it.
Yes,
Go
sir.
make sure y'all subscribe and follow cuz. He doing his own thing. He got his own identity, his own name. He go by the Only Hope now. Mike
Yes,
Little is a
sir.
little kid. You're dealing with a grown man. So make sure y'all go follow him. He giving y'all exclusive
Already.
content right now. So I hope y'all screen recording. Go ahead, cuz.
But yeah, man, he had to get on up out of there, man, and you know,
I got a couple
yeah,
questions too. How do they be moving far security wise? Did he have security?
man. If you look at now, look, shout out to Jesse Terrero, man, that shot my video. But if you look at the video, right, you're gonna see Neo's security. You probably didn't even realize that was his security guard. But he at the so y'all go to YouTube, type in MIC Little, MIC LITTLE, put it in a letter. That was the name of the song.
Let me see if I can
If
put
you,
that up there.
yeah, yeah, I put it down there too.
Oh, you know how to do it? Yeah.
Let me see.
Type it in there. Yeah, type it in there so they can get it. Oh yeah, comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it now.
There you go, right there.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got it up there? Let me pin that. Um, I don't know how to pin that. But it's up there. Make sure y'all go check that video out. Mike Little, put it in the letter with Neo. I
You
don't know,
already.
but shit. Yup. And he had how many? Just one security?
Yeah, so if you go back and check the video out, when Neo was talking to me, he like, hold up a second, player. I've been peeping this and so look, when he talking, you gonna see the dude kind of look like Tech Nine a little bit. You gonna see him, he leaning on the phone booth. He
Yeah.
leaning on the phone booth, but then when you look again, he disappeared. He ain't there no more. But
For real?
yeah, but that was his security. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the years, have you ever thought about like reaching out to anybody or anything like that? Or you just said, man, or you just said, fuck it, knowing that you know how the industry is now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Oh,
basically, I talked to Neo, man. I talked to Neo a couple of times since then. Uh, uh, Neo. The last time I seen him in person, he told me people ask him every day about the song. He
yeah.
said you surprised how many people ask me about that song still. He said he said if we did it before, he said we can do it again. You
Well,
know.
you know, so crazy. It do good. It's still trending.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still trending.
Oh yeah, you right, big bro. He told me to talk about my new stuff. I'm gonna get to that next. Yep.
Yeah, you got that new shit. Look, let me ask you this too.
Yeah.
Cause now I know you independent and you doing your own thing, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the stuff that's going on in the industry now? Is you glad? Like, I'm so glad I didn't get caught. Do you think you would have and let's just say sold your soul without knowing it, like being in a bad
Hey,
car?
you know
Like,
what?
how do
You
you
know
think
what?
about
Let me
the,
tell
the
you something,
industry
Cuzzo.
now?
That was so profound of what you just said. That was so
Yeah.
profound, man. You said sold my soul without knowing it.
Yeah,
That's
'cause I
profound.
could see. Yeah, I could see. Like they do a lot of trickery over there.
Yeah. So look, so I'm gonna tell you, when I was a shorty, you know what I'm saying? I had, Diddy wanted to sign me. He wanted to
Yeah,
sign me. Um, he wanted to sign me, and
it's
look,
getting exclusive, y'all. He
yeah,
talking big talk. Y'all get the likes up. Mike Little in the building. The only hope. We ain't
yes,
even gonna
sir.
call him the Mike Little no more, man. You know, only hope. Make sure y'all go subscribe, tap in with him. Y'all can talk to him on this page, y'all. Go ahead,
Yes,
cuz.
sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, he wanted to sign me, man, and they wouldn't let him. I think he asked a couple of times, and they wouldn't let him because he heard everybody in the industry is smaller than what people think. You know what I'm saying? And like how they say,
Dang,
sexually
that's
transmitted
crazy you
diseases.
said that. Because
Yeah,
that's exactly what Suge Knight said. He said it's a big
yeah,
world, but it's a small circle.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt about it. How they say
Big
sexually
Rocket for
transmitted
sure.
diseases, man.
It's in the blood.
Everybody sleeping
That's
with
what's up,
everybody,
cuz.
and they got sexually transmitted demons as well, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody sleeping with the same people, and they tossing them
Yeah.
around and whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like for me as a kid, you know, what they'll do is, they'll try to they'll try to they'll give you got at a disposal everything you want. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll make life look so much better, you know, when you by yourself, you ain't got your parents in your face, and of course it's better. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? They let you be you, but see it's something to the other side. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up, you go too far, man. Some people don't make it back to the other side.
You know
So
what?
when I think about it,
No, go ahead, cuz.
talk to me.
No, you
No,
know
no,
what
no, I'm listening.
I was about to say, because you was talking about Diddy, and I was going like let you get on that part, but you know what the music
Yeah.
industry remind me of? I don't know if y'all ever remember seeing a movie. It was a movie called, and it's like the movie goddamn disappeared. That's weird as shit. It was a movie called Looper, Looper. Anybody ever seen that or heard of it? And
Nah, I ain't seen that.
bro, you got to find it, bro. I watched it in like 2013. It got a famous actor or something in it. The movie is
I'm
like
gonna look that up.
they could go back in time, and when you go back or something like that, you could do a whole like bunch of crime, like do crime or something and get paid. Once you
Yeah.
finish it or something, it's weird. Once you get all these gold bars, they give you 30 years to live your life. Like you gotta see it. Yo, I'm talking about it's like some fucking industry shit. You could live all the cars, but after
Mm,
30 years, you gotta go back to your old self or die. So it's like
yeah,
almost
yeah.
like that. It's like after 20, 25 years, it's over. They getting rid of you some type of way. If it's jail or something, but I don't want to get to no conspiracy stuff. Go ahead, cuz you talk.
Yeah, but you know what though too? Man, I thank God. I thank God, I thank God, man, that everything that I did, you know what I'm saying? That how can I put it? Um Anything that could have got me, I think it okay, there you go. I can hear you again. Yeah, everything that I could have done to 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 get me off track, I did all of that outside of the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like um a lot of things I didn't get involved with at that age, Um
Yeah.
because see what happens is with a lot of these parties and different things, man, you know, when you're not sober minded, that's how they catch you. You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
pause. I told y'all on the live, the dirty cops they ain't find no gun, not
Yeah.
shifting keys. They let them go. Look,
Yes, sir. Yes,
dang.
sir.
Look, now they mad. Look, mad. Look, mad. Look at them. All of them mad. Get y'all asses the fuck up out of here. Man, it ain't do nothing, man. That man about to get shot for nothing, man. These city because it's crazy. Like,
I heard, man.
like Shorty walked away. Like, I'm telling you, like, it was the luck of God that I was sitting right here, yo. The police had to
Yeah.
get out over top of him. Like, don't try and read. Yo, he would have shot that boy, yo. I'm telling y'all, shot that boy. But go ahead, cuz. And I just had to say that because there was so many people in my comment section telling me I pop it too much. Let the police do his job. What? Let them frame me? Let them search my car and put a pistol in there on me? Put some drugs on me? Cause I'm popping
Not
it?
at all.
Oh man, you ain't searching my car.
Yeah.
And I don't even care if y'all right here get my. I know I got a target on my back. I'm the type of dude I don't mind having a target on my back, as long as I know I'm standing up for what's right. Yo, I'm just not no suck ass nigga. Like I tell the
You
police,
already.
I tell the police, man, you got to shoot me too, bro. You ain't gonna shoot him. Not on my watch. I got the camera on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you know I got the camera on you, got to turn around and shoot me, because now you want the evidence.
Yeah.
Well, shit, then you had to shoot real. Too many witnesses starting. Then the other neighbors starting to come. Like, no, we got, like, for real, y'all. I'm so proud of, and I'm gonna get back to that because I just want to touch that. We gotta start unifying. That's why I'm like, support. Look, y'all, if I don't follow y'all, I don't even be on here unless I'm bringing a message. Then I get off. Please send me a message so I can follow y'all back. And some of y'all might not care. I don't know if y'all looking for monetization and something like that, but if you are, I follow back. I'm not a bougie dude or nothing like. Nah, I ain't follow. Nah, I don't give a fuck. I follow everybody back, but I don't be into this like this. I barely know how to work it. So support me, support cuz, support y'all own family members and y'all buddies and friends. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what's
Support each
funny?
other, man.
I I don't know if you remember. I got you on your first social media joint. You remember Vine back in the day?
Yeah. Yo, I remember that. You got me on that? That was like some freaky shit.
You was on Vine with me, yeah.
Yo, it was like some shit like Vine at the Dark, yo. What the
Yeah, they
fuck?
turned it into that after a while, yeah.
They shut that shit down. I'm like, what the fuck going on here? What we do on
TikTok
there,
it's
cuz?
kind of similar.
Yeah, it's similar to the reels. Three
Yeah, yeah,
minutes. You
exactly.
get 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yo, what we was doing, cuz?
Man, we was wilding out, man.
The hell no.
I
Yo,
still
that's
got one of the
crazy.
videos, actually. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yo, that shit crazy. Is that shit tore down now, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah, they got rid of it.
That's crazy, yo. Yo, tell us about this Puffy story now that he all in the media, yo. He wanted you to
Man,
come to
she did
Puffy
it.
favor camp.
Yeah, he wanted to sign me, man. And, they knew better. They knew better than to try to, put me
Puffy
in that
favor.
situation.
But you know
Yeah,
what? It could have happened by mistake because look, yo, you was only 10. Now I understand why they don't want to sign no big grown old rappers and singers. We know better
yeah, they want you get your mind young.
and groom
Yeah,
you and all that. Look what they did to yo. If you look, I had just posted something with it's on the YouTube though, with Justin Bieber. Yo, Justin Bieber was so uncomfortable with him, bro. And they was at the flavor camp.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, that was crazy.
God blocked it. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
I'm so glad you ain't get into that, yo.
yeah. They all
Talk
came
about
from the
your new
same camp.
music too, yo.
Yeah, man. So right now, shoot, man. We made history with Spotify. With I just produced co-wrote, co-produced a joint for uh Bad Bunny's. I think second to the last project he did.
That's fine.
Shoot, man. Got two joints with the boy Eladio Carrion. He's a Puerto Rican artist in the Latin world.
That's fine.
Um, I just won a Juno award, man, over in Canada. That's equivalent to a Grammy.
Yeah,
Um, I got two Latin Grammy nominations. Shoot, man. Uh, I did the Tory Lanez joint. A lot of people know about that, where he's explaining the Megan Thee Stallion situation in the video, and then the Jack
what
Harlow
happened?
joint with Doja Cat. And, uh, and then the Jack
What
Harlow
happened?
joint with Doja Cat. Huh?
Oh man, is that what you're gonna be doing? Because when I go on your page, I see you be doing like a lot of producing and like engineer work. You know what I'm saying?
I,
So is that what
yeah,
you're
I
gonna be
do.
doing now? More
I
producing than
do a lot
singing?
of I do. Say it again, cuz.
I said, is that what you're gonna be doing? Is you focusing more on the producing side now, or you gonna be doing like both, singing and producing, but singing and producing your own stuff?
I'm gonna be doing both, man. If I could just do the production, I probably would just do production, man. But I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
both, man, because I got a message I gotta get to the people at the same time. So, you
yeah,
know, I'm producing for myself, man. I'm producing and writing for other people. Um, I got some stuff coming up, that's in the works. I won't even speak on it just yet. We're gonna have to get on here
right.
again when we talk about that when it comes. But
That's
I
right,
got a lot of stuff I'm working on, man, and yeah, man,
man. Look,
yeah.
this boy, man, the only hope is so talented, man. Y'all gotta stay tapped in with him. Like I gotta be your biggest fan. For one, you know what it is. A lot of
Talk to
people
me.
don't know you so talented cause you don't be knowing which way you want to go cause you could come 5, 6, 7, 8 different ways with it. I be
Yeah,
telling you, I always y'all don't know he rap too. The boy rap.
yeah,
The boy rap, the boy sing, the engineer, he do what he do. And I used to always tell you, cuz mix it up. Like,
yeah,
rap like
yeah,
then rap and then stop and then start singing like because that's what that's I ain't gonna lie. That's what Drake should have stayed. That was a different style.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like we need some of that R&B thug. Let me tell you, maybe you can hook this shit up, cause this is what I want to hear. These rappers done got so tough and so hard, they don't
yeah,
even remix with R&B no more. Remember how I used to be
yeah.
remix, and it'd be the R&B song, and then the rapper rapping with. What happened to that?
Hey, but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. My brother down there, Darnell Farrell.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, he rap and sing. But
man,
when he
that's
rap,
fire.
you know, a lot of times he rap. You know, he's spitting on like getting at the ladies type stuff. You know what I'm saying, on some smooth
That's the
like how you can
move.
imagine Big. Yeah,
Man, that's the
yeah,
move because all that. That's what I look. That's what I listen to now. Like I had just made a post. Say I don't listen to rap. I listen to vibe music now, and I don't want to hear all that thug shooting up. Now, give me something smooth and it's a vibe. I like that shit, bro. That's
yeah,
what I listen to. I listen to niggas like what's his name, Lil Shammy, and you know what I'm saying, the vibe music. Like the beat is just the vibe. Like they ain't talking nothing tough. It's just the vibe. You just riding the wave with. I like that.
yeah. It's too many. Everybody tough nowadays, and they really ain't even tough, man.
It just it's watered down, cuz we need something we can
Yeah,
party to. We don't need nothing that's gonna get us active and violent. Like, no, let's
exactly.
tone that shit down. Like we need to start getting back to talking smooth to the ladies and you're not all
Yeah,
what's up, bitch? What's up, dunk? Like, man, that shit phony, man.
yeah. That's a
That's what
fact.
they had from like your cousin Charlie Wilson and them old school singers and stuff. That's why their game was better. They had game. They you know what I'm saying? They was
Yeah,
smooth with the ladies. They was, you know what I mean, everything. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
can't compete. You know what I'm saying? Everything was a love. Like that shit was fire, bro.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got to
Man,
get
look,
back to that, man. And that's what
we
I'm trying to
got
get
to.
back to, man.
Man, we got to, man. Cause I'm about to go, y'all. Hey, look, the live. I appreciate y'all coming through. I
Yes,
just
sir.
had to tap in with y'all on the police shit. We gave y'all an exclusive interview from the Only Hope. Get with him, man. The growth is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with him. He always working on new projects. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with him to let him know what you like, what he don't like. You know what I'm saying? His ears open, tell him what y'all like. You know what I'm saying? He making the music for us. Cause I'm a fan
Yes, sir.
too. So you know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Thanks everybody dropping in. I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe tonight, man. Like I say, man, we gotta stick together, man. Love y'all.
Love everybody, man.
Yes, indeedy, man.